Hi, everybody. My name is Liz. April's over. April is over. The second half of the month went so fast. And the amount of books I read the second half doesn't even compare to the first half. So I only 3. That's it. And I'm freezing because we got this close to having frost last night. We're going to get it tonight. I always wait till Mother's Day to plant anything. Thank goodness I did. This is crazy. Well, let's talk about the 3 books. Let's wrap up the 3 books, and do I recommend them? The first one, I had a separate video on this one. Lisa Jewell, Don't Let 'Em In. In the end, I really like this. Would I give it a 5? No. 4 for sure, maybe 4.5. So it's basically this guy has many wives, but I didn't know that in the beginning, and I was getting confused. He has a different name for everybody, and that's how I got confused, because it took the viewpoint, the different name, and I'm thinking, how many couples are there in this book? I was going to start taking notes, and then finally something was either mentioned in the end of a chapter, which I think is what happened, or it finally put, like, hello, the light went on. I don't know, 4 or 5 wives, the deceit, the manipulation, the scandals, I don't want to say stealing of money. Well, yes, he did. Yes, he did steal some money from one of them. The children he had with them, they had no idea. Like, and I kept thinking, would I know something's up? I mean, my dad was a traveling salesman, but traveling meaning the company sent him like to Japan, once in a while to another state, but he was only gone, other than Japan. I think he was gone for a week or 2. He was only gone for a day or 2, like an overnight, and then come back. But this guy, he would disappear for months. And he was married to these women. I don't think, well, maybe it was all at the same time. But some of his early wives, like, gave up, like, he's gone. And I don't know, I don't think they actually were ever divorced. He, like, stopped coming home. Would I have realized something was up? I would have. Now, I guess the idea was that this guy was always saying what his wives or women wanted to hear. Okay, so he was a major charmer. My personality is, if you're that much of a charmer, something is wrong. Like, what do you want? Like, if you're gonna, brown nose me that much, what is it that you want? So I liked it because it was crazy. I was real confused in the beginning. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would recommend it. I had a good time once I figured out what was going on. It just frustrated me. Just, wow. Okay, that was the first one. Then I read All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. I liked this. I really want to read her next one, Missing Girl. I don't think it says in here. This I read really fast. This girl is kind of called back into the hometown she grew up in, and she spent a lot of time with her uncle growing up. Well, her uncle's got Alzheimer's and that, so she came back and is going to take care of him. In the meantime, as she grew up, she became a journalist, a reporter, and the newspaper was letting her take a leave and work, not a leave, but a work from home. But in the first, whatever, couple days, she gets fired because a piece she wrote and submitted, it's like, you lost your touch, girl. We got to let you go. It just so happened then, though, the timing of a little girl goes missing, which when she was a little girl, a neighbor of hers went missing, a family friend. She grew up with the first girl. And she's like, things are happening exactly the way the first girl disappeared. I think these two are connected. Well, the police and everybody else is like, they aren't connected. It was how many years apart? You know, so through the whole book, it's revealing what actually happened when she was a child, the first abduction, which ended up in the little girl dying. And things are just being revealed, and you kind of are figuring out, as you read a bunch of these types of books, everybody that's mentioned has something to do with the story. So you're trying to figure out, what does this person have to do with the first missing girl and all that. There was suicide, there was grief, obviously grief, just the town turns on the family of the first missing girl. Just like sad, very sad. The ending I did not expect. It was very good. Well written. I actually enjoyed the writing here. Really good. 5, maybe not. 4, 4.5, definitely. And the last one, Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I want to read more of her too. I loved the writing. Very easy to follow. You could get into, there was a Pine Hill house. Is it Pine? No, not Pine Hill. Hold on. It's High Place. Where'd I come with Pine Hill? It's called High Place. And the description of the house and the mold and the mushrooms growing in it and the dampness. Well, I got to say this, though. If I'm in a house that has all that, I'm out. I'm not going to get sick. But no, these people didn't leave. And they knew, or it was said, that the stuff in there makes you sick, right? That's the reason I would leave. This is crazy. And her cousin, she gets a letter from her cousin. She goes to the house to try and help her cousin. And she's like, I need to get my cousin out of here. She's sick. This stuff is making her sick. She's seeing ghosts and all this. Well, she then starts seeing ghosts also. And she's like, this is weird. I'm having crazy dreams. And it's like the house is living. And all over the house, like there's a crest or whatever, your family crest. Well, for this house, it was a huge snake that would twist and turn and then start eating its own tail. And that would just creep me out also. But, you know, if that's the crest, that's the crest. And a lot of creepy things come out in this book. And I liked it. I liked it. I don't know if this is considered a horror. I think I would consider this a horror. I love the writing. There's a little bit of romance, like that, that much romance in it. All the characters, every character had something into it. The personalities that came out in here, just great writing. It is said, and I think I would agree, that this is kind of like the House of Usher. You know, an own little twist to it. But I can see that resemblance. So I would give this probably a 4, 4, and a 5 again. 4.5. I don't know if I'd give it a 5. Maybe. Ooh. This is very different than anything I've read, and I really liked it. So, I mean, you could flip a coin and go 4.5 or 5. I don't know. Maybe. So those are the 3 books. Only 3 that I read this second half of April. That's it. I guess you could say not so much good, but I don't know. I'm going to start working on my May. I'm excited. I picked out some good ones. Should be a little more lighthearted, but I recommend these. Oh, you can't see them, can you? I recommend these. Let's see if I can hold them like that. Don't let him in. All right, that was a dumb ending, but it's the end. Happy reading.